The latest. Thank you for your love and support. An amazing news coming in from Ghana. Ghanaians are crying that illegal mining, popularly known as galamsey, is destroying the water bodies in Ghana. So for that reason, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, the president of Ghana, have to come out and put a stop to galamsey. After all, before he took power, that was his promise to Ghanaians, that he's going to end the illegal mining in Ghana. So he came, and according to Ghanaians, things are becoming worse. And all the people could say, the president of Ghana and the New Patriotic Party said is, they have to wait for elections to be over. Because if they should do anything to galamsey now, they are going to lose. And they are not willing to step down because the agenda is to break the eight. So the lives of Ghanaians must be put on hold for them to win the elections, so that when they are done winning elections, they cannot come and attend to them. Chronic diseases here and there because of this illegal mining. Water bodies are destroyed. You promised us that when you come, you are going to end illegal mining. For 8 years, you couldn't do it. Now you are asking us to wait. When we are done voting, then you will now come and stop illegal mining. Was it not the same thing you said before you took power and you did nothing? When you finish winning and breaking your eight, will you not turn back and look at the water bodies? Must people's lives be put on hold for you to win your power? But these are the same people that will turn and point fingers at Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso that they are not doing anything. And they need Mohamed Bazoum to come back and continue. And they want democracy to come and continue because they know this thing that is happening in Ghana can never happen in Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso under the regime of Abdurrahmane Tchiani Assimi Goïta and Ibrahim Traoré. Under democracy, Ghanaians are no longer having good drinking water. The rainwater that we were told some years back that is not safe for us to drink is now what they are trying to tell us that is the safest, and we have to go back. This was the same thing our people drank for years and nothing happened to them. But they told us that rainwater is not safe. And now the one that they gave us with all the chemicals purification is now also not good for consumption. So we will have to go back to drinking our water. Now Africa is losing everything hands down. Under democracy, stop partisan politics and fight for a better Ghana for yourself and for your next generations to come. So that's the latest around the world in Africa, West Africa, and in Ghana.
So from the galamsey side alone, we have mercury in there, we have cyanide, and we have lead. Okay. Then Ghana Water, as a company, part of its purification processes when it comes to water treatment for domestic consumption is either you are doing chlorination or you are adding sulfur. Okay. Now, sulfur has this pungent smell, which smells like an egg, like rotten egg. So even though sulfur at a certain quantity or level is acceptable in being used to treat water, because of the pungent smell, it's discouraging, and so many countries do not use it. When you go to Iceland uses sulfur as their purification compound or chemical. In Ghana, we use chlorine. So you have mercury, you have cyanide, you have lead, and then Ghana Water adds chlorine through their chlorination process, which is very important. It's not like they are polluting the water. Now, by the time you count these are already 4 chemicals or 4 compounds in the water. If the water arrives and you don't like it, as some people in their homes feel the water we are receiving from Ghana Water is not good enough, they drop in alum. Alum, I told you, is a sulfate oxide or a sulfate salt of aluminium and another metal. All these are dissolved in this water. Okay, and this water is full of compounds, chemicals, and heavy metals. Now, to advance the conversation, some of us in our homes are on multiple medications. So you're on BP drugs, you're on diabetes, or some chronic malignant condition that you are treating. You are taking medication. So you take water that is laced with all these chemicals and compounds, and then you are taking medications. Imagine the number of chemicals and compounds we are talking about. Now, what is interesting is that if you treat these compounds and chemicals individually, you might not find any problem. So alum has aluminum in it and another metal, and we've been using alum to treat water all these years. But the fact is that when the woman said she had to buy 20 Ghana cedis worth of alum to treat the water, the sad news is that alum at certain concentration levels in water can create kidney damage, can cause kidney damage.
Really?
Yes, alum. So even though she's saying I use this volume of alum to treat the water, don't think that yes, she's treated it and it is all now good and clear. That over concentration of alum in order to get the clarity she needs in the water to cook the acheke, okay, that over concentration is risking kidney damage. Alum raises toxicity levels in the body. Now, before I come to Ghana water and what they do, when you combine all these chemicals and all these compounds, take it to Neguchi, take it to any lab, they will tell you, oh yeah, I think we are still within range. But the risk is this: there is something in science or biochemistry or chemistry that we call bioaccumulation. Bioaccumulation is what happens to the human body when the human body takes in some of these heavy metals and trace metals over a long period of time, such that over a long period of time, your body is now registering higher levels of these metals beyond recommended levels. Okay, and it is because the human body is not efficient at excreting some of these heavy metals. So like the way you take water, you wee-wee, you take food and then you drop organic matter, your body excretes it, so you get rid of it. You take medication, most of the medications are engineered in a way that the moment you take in a lot of water and you begin to urinate, you are doing what? You are excreting the medication. So take a certain drug, and after 3 days of continuous hydration of your body, that particular drug is out of your system. When it comes to the heavy metals and the trace metals, it doesn't happen like that. They stay in the body over time. Then over time, what happens? Mercury levels go way beyond what your body is able to tolerate. Then you begin to swell and you die. So bioaccumulation is a big problem we are suffering now. If galamsey became a big problem for us since the past 20 years or 15 years or 10 years, what it means is that majority of this generation, we are walking about with high levels of these heavy metals without knowing. No wonder we are having these kidney difficulties as we are experiencing right now. Now, when we hear treated water from Ghana water, what we hear treated water, we think it is treated of everything. Sorry, my dear. Ghana water is not able to treat water the way we think. What they do is to take care of dead organic matter and debris, okay, and to infuse it with chlorine, okay, to take care of bacteria and a few other things. Ghana water is not able, and they don't have the science of extracting heavy metals from water. Is very complicated. Look, I was in my research to this place, you need to do like reverse osmosis, you have to look at filtration, you have to engage membrane processes, ion exchange, ozonation, photocatalytic degradation, biochemical oxidation. So to be able to take heavy metals out of water, it's not a joke. It is not a joke. It is super expensive. The process is very convoluted. And we cannot do that to the volumes of water we need as a nation, which is why God, in his wisdom, made sure that all water sources, naturally producing water sources, do not come with lead and iron and sulfur. For those of you who have done, call it boreholes, okay? If you do a borehole and they tell you, oh, your borehole has lead, and they tell you are able to extract the lead and still use it at home, go and interview those people. Find out the cost involved. Find out the processes of using iron. Sorry, I'm talking about iron, the brown one. Iron in water. Okay? I had a business somewhere that needed water, actually a laundry. And the borehole we were using was iron rich in water. We tried to extract and everything. At the end of the day, I had to abandon the business because you wash people's clothes and you see the iron in there. Getting iron, lead, sulfur, mercury, and all these heavy metals out of water is not a joke. So Ghana water is doing a great job, but we are risking our lives to the extent where it is non-sustainable. This is not about politics. In fact, when we talk about banning galamsey and you say we should wait until the elections are over, then you are the one politicizing the subject, because we are calling for, it's a national security threat. This morning I'm looking at how the chemistry of this galamsey thing, what it means for us. You are at your home. Look, I spoke to my colleagues from chemistry class. I'm a chemist by first derivative principles. I spoke to my colleagues at chemistry class on my WhatsApp platform. One of them is a big guy at Ghana Standards Authority. I put on the platform about how we can get around this heavy metal infested water we are taking. The gentleman could not give me any response than to say we have to resort to rainwater. Rainwater. Now, this rainwater was what our forefathers, our grandfathers, our mothers were discouraged from because of the dissolved gases, atmospheric gases in rainwater and all of that. The roof is not clean. How do you call it? Lizards and everybody go and poo-poo on the roof. Then the rain washes it, and we discourage communities from using rainwater and use tap water. Today, the scientists are saying for what is in the tap water, you may as well go for rainwater. This is where we are as a country.